can see the chat.
All right, so you can mute your device. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're welcome again. So, this week has been good. The market has been pulling down. We know that the Bank of Japan, they are trying to make sure that the intervention of their currency is in place at the moment. So they don't want it to be too extremely low. Because if you look at USD JPY, it's showing that it has reached an all-time peak just like last year. So currently, the policy for Bank of Japan is to make sure it doesn't go too high. Their currency is not too weak. So that's why we're seeing a constant push towards the downside. But I don't trade USD JPY, I trade USD CAD, and my plan of action is to just follow the trend. So as you can see, it's a sell bias. The market is making structures of lower high and lower lows. And on the higher time frame, the 4 hours, this is the key level I'll be working with. So if I'm taking any trade, mainly from the 4 hours, this is where I'll be looking at to take my sales. But since I trade the 15 minutes, I'll go down to the lower time frame. And in the 15 minutes, my overall decision is just to follow the general idea of the 4 hours. So it's not like I trade the 15 minutes, I only execute my trades in the 15 minutes, but my main decision falls through the 4 hours. So I use the 4 hours to know my direction, to know the strength of the currency, and I just use the 15 minutes to execute, look for patterns and all that. Then the 15 minutes is also just to help me make sure that my stop loss is not too large. That's another reason why I use the 15 minutes, so that my stop loss is not too large. Okay. Uh, so my plan of action here, why is my mouse doing this? So my plan of action is to, I'm looking at a counter trend coming up. That's what I'm seeing here, a counter trend. So if price stays, why is my mouse doing this? So if price stays above this key level here, so this is a lower high. If price stays above this lower high, then I'll be looking for sells. I mean buys. So that is my plan of action. Then my TP will be around this place. So as long as price is staying above this place, I'll be looking for buys. So let me see how many pips am I working with. So this is okay. There's something wrong with my. I don't know what is wrong, but it's misbehaving. So this is 7 pips. Okay, why is so? Let me calculate 7 pips quickly. So 7 pips. Okay. Okay. Today I'm not talking too much like other days. I think it's because my mouse is misbehaving, it's annoying. But my plan was to buy if price was above this what they call it, lower high. But as long as the price is below this lower high, then I can't take any counter trend. So I was looking at taking counter trend up to at least this place. But what I'm seeing from the market is that this sales is still valid. Okay. Um, Looks like I have to buy another mouse tomorrow. But let me go over my analysis again so that you get the general idea. So I take the top-down analysis. My trading style just bases from the 4 hours, and I take CAD JPY. So what I do generally is when I come to the market, a typical day, I look for the lower highs. So what I'm interested in is just to continue to follow that trend. And I also understand that fundamentals and sentiments also take part in the market. So the 4 hours is just for my structure. I use the 4 hours for also my behavior to know the general sentiment of the market. Then in the 15 minutes, what I'm just looking for is my entry. So what I was saying is that if you're just using the higher time frame to execute your trade, that is the 4 hours, the best place to take the trade would be to allow price to pull back to this place, that is 1085.571, or price should make a new lower high around here for you to continue to go down. So that is the plan of action. But if we're not using the higher time frame, that is given that I can use the 15 minutes time frame, I will just be following the general direction of the higher time frame, because the higher time frame gives more confidence, more reason for your analysis to be stronger or to be right. Okay. So this is still more of sales than buy. And this is like, it's giving like a double top scenario. Let me see how the 1 hour closed. And also closed. Okay. So if price doesn't break this area, it means that this lower high is still valid for sales. And selling will be taking sales down to this place. This is the place to take sales down to. If you also have a pair that you want me to look at for, just let me know. Tell me the pair, then I'll also look at it briefly. So if we're looking at selling, we want to BE the trade at this point. So this is the first point of you want to manage your trade, BE the trade, and allow the trade go for 1 to 2 at least, or 1 to 3. Um, Let me see what else again. Okay. So someone says I should check gold and GU. Gold and GU is becoming a constant factor here. Let me see what gold says. So gold has just been pushing down all this month, all through the month. That means from the first week of this month, it's just been pushing down. So this is the level to work with. Right now, it's in a bit of range though. So if you are working with a higher time frame, you want price to pull back to this area for you to look for sales. That's what you are looking for. You want price to pull back to this area to look for sales. Can you buy at this place here? Yes, you can buy, but I'll just say it's always good to go with the trend. You don't want to be taking ranging market conditions. So if possible, what you want to do is wait for price to break out of this range, retest this place to continue going down, or you want to see price come back to this place, fail to break this key level, this lower high, then look for sales. But if you are good with taking support and resistance, you can take buy from here down to this point that is 1834.61. But if price breaks out of this area, this ranging place, then you want to look at if this place is holding, you want to see that this place is valid to continue going up. So that's what you want to do. On a lower time frame for gold, 15 minutes, I won't be saying go down to the lower time frame because it's all in a range. So there's no point going down to a lower time frame here. So at this point here, you want to just manage your trade wisely. That's what you want to do. You just want to manage your trade here. This is CAD JPY. So this small move here, we want to see if it's going to at least take us to this point. But the overall decision is just look for sales for the meantime. So if you took this trade from here, okay, I need my mouse. This thing I'm doing without my mouse is annoying. So if you took the trade from here, you want to be taking TP around here, but you want at least that's what you want to do. So at least your TP should be here, but what I mean by manage your trade, either you want to take partials, but I won't advise be going for one-to-one partials. You want to see if you can go for 1 to 3 or at least 1 to 2 partials, then you allow the rest to run. Okay, yeah, GU, GU. Okay, G is looking similar like gold. So let me see GU. So the general trend is still a downtrend. If you look at this place, this is the level to work with. Okay, I will just call this a pushback, like a push face. So I'll say the general trend for GU is still down. So from the higher time frame, as long as price does not break above this place, we are still looking for sales. Can someone take the trade right here? I would say the best place to take the trade would have been just before this place. But if you want to still take this trade here, that means you'll be going for 1 to 1, which is not a good risk reward. But it doesn't matter. What matters most is just putting your stop loss above the key level. But like I said about GU and GJ, they usually have this fake out. So it's always good to use pending orders, maybe a sell limit if price will come back to this place, trigger you so that you can have at least have 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio here. Okay, so this is 1 to 1. Okay, so I think this is the highest that I would be looking at for now. Then allow the rest to run. Okay, so this is the highest I'll be looking at. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, this place is a management level. You, you want to either I don't like taking partials, to be honest. I'll just rather take my stop loss to entry than taking partials. So I'd rather take my stop loss to entry, then I'll go for at least 1 to 2 before I take partials. 1 to 3, I allow the rest to run. I usually play music, but can't play music. YouTube won't allow me. YouTube, if you can hear me, please. Sometimes allow us to play music while we're trading. So if you have any pair you want me to look out for, I think um, I'm not staying much. I'm not staying long here today, so I just took one trade, and the only thing I did was to just carry my stop loss to my entry. Apart from that, we're looking at taking partials at 1 to 2 at least. No, I won't advise you just to take um, um your don't take partials too early. That's the major idea. If you take it too early, you won't allow the trade play out, and you won't see your results because it will always have that seashore result. You want to see that your edge lies in your risk to reward. You at least know that the day you lose just 1%. The day you win, you know you win at least 3%, 2%. But when you take partials too early, it doesn't even give you the opportunity for a full 1%. You wanted to ask me something? I thought you
Yeah,
were asking a question. Okay,
what is the software that you
so if you're not asking a question, just kindly mute your device if possible. Mute your device. Can someone still take a trade here? Yes, you can still take a trade here. There's still reason for price to go down if you want to still take a trade. Let me see. So that means if you're taking this trade from this point, you have to increase your stop loss. That's like 12 pips. Best to give good allowance for your broker, the spread of your broker. So 13 pips should be like, let me see what 13 pips gives. That's 21. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to talk too much today, unlike other days. So I think I've explained this trade as much as I can. So I just put what I want, then so let me just do this. So I'll put it so that you can see. So I'll just put what I want. That's the only thing I'll do here. Alright, so I think I've explained everything I want to do. So when price goes to one, I would be the trade. If it goes to 1 to 2, I take partials. Then allow the rate trade run to 1 to 3 at least. That's what I want to do. So if it goes against me, it is what it is. Okay. This month has been good though. Has been a good month. Let me see. So I just pull my alert. Anyone that happens, I know when to come back to the market. Okay. So I think that's all. So like I said, for G, you want price to pull back before you look for taking any trade. So Let me see one more pair someone asked. I think someone asked for GJ. Okay. So GJ is a downtrend. You can clearly see that this lower high is being respected. Although the sentiment of the market is showing that the bulls are pushing the market up. So what you want to do is either use a pending order for sales around here, or you want price to push back up. So what you want to see is that price does not break around this place. You want price to push back up before you take your sales. But if price breaks this area, then what you'll be looking out for, if price breaks this area, what you'll be looking out for is a confluence that it does not do a fake out. You want to see a retest around here to go up. So that's what you'll be looking out for. So any of it that happens is fine. Okay. So if I don't have much questions, so if you have any question, let me know. If I don't have any question, then maybe in the next 5 minutes I would be rounding up. I won't be staying in and be monitoring the trade. I just put my trade, plan it accordingly, then allow it play out. I'll use my alert to come back and see if it plays out or if it doesn't play out. So let me see what the sentiment of the market is like. Okay. Okay, so from the 4 hours perspective, looks like yen doesn't have that strength that it had early in the week, but it's just the 4 hours perspective. So let's see how it goes. And there's also news. So there's news coming up by 1:30. So let me look at that news. The news that is coming up by 1:30, unemployment claims for US. That's the news that's coming up by 1:30. Then you also have card news, IV PMI. It's not really that much of an impact, but it affects card pairs though. But when it comes to US news affects the whole market. Okay. So I'll be going off in the next 2 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. So I don't think I have any question for today. Nobody's asking any question. Then if the trade goes in my favor, fine. If it doesn't go in my favor, it is what it is. So you have to risk something to gain something. You can't have it one way. All right. Since I don't have any question for today, then I'll just call it a day.